The other day, my planer left a stripe on the board. That means the blade's dull. In this Dad's Board quick fix, I'll show you how to flip it step by step. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is unplug the planer to make sure we have no power coming to the unit. All right, now that we have it unplugged, we got to take off the housing for the dust collection. A couple of thumb screws here, we're going to just remove those. Now I'm just going to take the provided Allen wrench that comes with the planer. And there's a couple of Allen screws we have to remove to get the cover off. Right now that I have the screws out, I'm going to remove the cover. This is a little tricky. You have to shake it up and down, pull it towards yourself, and just kind of wiggle it back and forth until it releases from the planer. But eventually it will come loose. Okay, I have the cover off now. The next step is to get the blade locked. And there's 6 Allen screws here we're going to have to take out. I'm going to use the same Allen wrench to do that. It is important to note that the 2 screws on the end have springs underneath them. So you need to be careful as you take these out to not lose those springs. What I typically like to do is to loosen all the screws up, take out the middle screws, and then take the end screws out last so that I can get to those springs as I'm pulling out the blade. Alright, as I'm taking these last 2 screws out, I'm just going to hold the blade down to keep it compressed. I'm just going to lift the blade off here and carefully lift it off so the springs don't fall. And there you can see on both ends of those 2 springs I was talking about. So just take those off and set them aside. Now that the blade holder's off, it's time to take the blade off. So the Wen planer comes with a couple of magnets. And we're just going to take those 2 magnets, set them on top of the blade, and for this one we're just going to flip the blade around. I haven't used this other side, so it's a brand new blade. So just set it in there. There's a couple of pins that the blade will slide over. So just make sure it aligns with those pins. You'll feel it click in. Now we're just going to put everything back together again. So we're going to take our blade holder, make sure you have that beveled edge facing towards you. You'll need to get those springs. The easiest way is to put the screws back into the holes and slide the springs over top of those screws. And now we're just going to take this assembly and get it back onto the blade. Align the holes, get these first 2 screws started, and that's going to align the rest of the holes so you can just get the rest of those screws back in. Alright, now that we've got this blade on, there's a second blade. So what we're going to have to do is to pull this lever back, that's the blade release, and then flip the blade around and let go of the release, and then this blade will just lock right into place. Just like that. Now you're just going to repeat the same steps we did to replace the first one.